Tonight is an event where you'll hear from different women from all walks of life who will share their stories of why they vote. First, before we get started, I would like to recognize our sponsors for tonight's event. YWCA of Harrisburg, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Coalition of Labor Union, Dauphin County Democratic Committee, Harrisburg Area Now, League of Women Voters of the Harrisburg Area, Pennsylvania Council of Churches Advocacy, Planned Parenthood Keystone, last but not least, Women of Color Network. We'd like to give a special thank you. All right, so our next speaker of the night, her personal declaration is, women made lots of sacrifices in order to have a voice in this country, and I would be ungrateful if I did not share mine. Please welcome Maiza Rahman.
Good evening. I apologize in advance. I'm recovering from a cold, so in case I cough, I'm very apologetic. Good evening. As a child of immigrant parents, I know the sacrifices a person makes in pursuit of the American dream. My parents were able to call the United States their home because they found religious tolerance and social acceptance here. I'm often asked, where are you from? No doubt this is a common question asked by strangers when getting to know one another, but in my case, the preceding questions always have a distinct connotation. People are very curious to find out where I'm from, but my natural response never satisfies. The answer of my hometown does not fit the American stereotype of where a brown person comes from, and so the questions continue. They inquire further, asking where I'm originally from. Now, in my head, the most logical response would be where I was born, Queens, New York, but even that response does not satisfy me. The questions continue and they further inquire where I'm originally from. Now, what could be more original for me than my birthplace? All my life, the strangers who ask these questions, I feel, are trying to get me to admit that I'm from somewhere other than America. Of course, this does not happen often, but it's happened often enough that my personal theory seems to be proven right. I felt the need to reflect on this particular situation because as an American who also happens to be a female of a racial minority belonging to a small religious community, I am proud to be me. I am grateful to be in a country where I am empowered to embrace all of my convictions. I've never shied away from or been ashamed of sharing my heritage, which, in case any one of you are wondering, is from Pakistan. It, however, never ceases to amaze me that even though I was born here and raised here, I'm not seen as an American. I get treated as if I'm a mysterious outsider from a foreign land. No matter how integrated I am in this culture, the color of my skin and the scarf on my head bar my acceptance. Now, we would all agree that no matter who you side with, that this has been a very contentious election season. We are constantly reminded of the different candidates from reading articles, watching TV, and simply talking to our friends and family. We are given promises that our government is in for a huge change. So why not raise our voices as citizens and influence this upcoming change? By voting this November, we can actually participate in creating the change we wish to see. I can still remember the first time voting back in 2012. As a 20-year-old college student studying political science, it's needless to say I was impatiently awaiting my opportunity to vote. I can still remember going to my local township office to cast my ballot. My excitement came from getting the chance to finally have my voice be heard. For me, knowing the sacrifices my parents made only added to my experience. I felt like I was honoring their journey of the American dream. And for the first time, I was able to voice my opinion for a national change, and it was exhilarating. I could finally address my concerns and vote for the candidate who I felt best resolved them. And you can be that coming November, I'll be going back to the polls. I just hope that as a citizen, I can embody the freedom my parents came here in search of, and be accepted as being from my hometown. And the only way I see that happening is if we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, and vote for a candidate who embodies our constitutional beliefs. Thank you.